All right, good morning, everyone. Today is Thursday. Yes, I picked the most difficult day of the week to pronounce, I guess. And I guess I'm stuck with it to say Thursday every time I start this meeting off. So today is Thursday, September 5th. I'm Alexander. I am talking to you from an undisclosed location somewhere in the European part of Russia. Now, what are we doing here? Я скажу на русском для тех, кто сегодня у нас, может, впервые или не знает, или, может, имеет сложности с пониманием некоторых моих аспектов английской речи. Да, мы тут собираемся, чтобы поговорить на английском. Обычно, в зависимости от количества участников, я вас разделяю на несколько групп. Сегодня, я думаю, я вас разделю на 2 группы, наверное, для начала. Дальше посмотрим. Я вам даю какие-то темы, вопросы для обсуждения. Я вам даю их здесь, в режиме скриншера, ну, то есть на экране у вас они выведутся. Один такой момент, который нужно учитывать, то, что эти темы и вопросы, которые вот, ну, я сейчас вам по-быстрому покажу, буквально продемонстрирую. Вот, они у вас будут видны вот так вот. Вот так вот, в таком формате. Я надеюсь, все увидели. Я пока что закрою. Вот, то есть у меня нет возможности, ну, то есть не у меня, а вообще в Zoom нет возможности, вот когда вы в разделенных группах, вам их всех прислать, чтобы вам были вот прям наглядно видны. Я могу это сделать вам, чтобы они были у вас в чате видны, но при этом иногда у некоторых людей это им не видно или что-то еще, поэтому, может быть, сделайте скриншот, может быть, запомните, может быть, запишите, или, может, просто надейтесь на, на удачу, что ли. Вот, но вопрос я вам даю, и затем вас распределяю в небольшие группы, где вы в течение 10, 15, 20 минут, по-разному бывает, обсуждаете их. Таких у нас сессий будет примерно 2, может быть, 3 за этот час. Затем вы сюда возвращаетесь, может быть, мы что-то совместно пообсуждаем, может, кто-то из вас что-то хочет сказать. Я обычно всегда I always encourage you to speak publicly here in this main lobby, main session. И затем вновь я вам даю новую группу вопросов, набор вопросов или тем, и снова вас отправляю уже в другие группы, по-разному распределяя. Ну да, зависит от количества участников. Сегодня вас тут 8, значит, наверное, 2 группы сейчас будет. Okay, anyway, without any further ado, so I'm going to share the screen with the topic and questions. And let's start off with what I think are the easy ones. So if you had unlimited money source, what are your first few days like? I don't know, just imagine you have like all the money in the world. Tax-free, no crime, no criminal. You don't have to do the money laundering, nothing like that. So what are your first few days are going to be like? Or what would you do with your free time if you had unlimited resources? То есть, понятно, да? У вас куча денег, никакого криминала. Что бы вы делали? Какие вот, особенно первые дни, как бы ваши первые дни выглядели? Или что бы вы делали с вашим свободным временем при наличии такого количества ресурсов? Question number 2. What do you love most about yourself? There's got to be something that you love about yourself, right? Some quality, all right? То есть, что вы больше всего любите, ну, в себе, о себе, да? And question number 3. What is the worst thing about the place you live? Last time I asked you what the best thing about the place you live is. Now let's maybe go a little bit in the negative, complaining territory. What is the worst thing about the place you live? All right. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do,
Ответьте, это что? Я не понял.
что, вот в прошлый раз я задавал вопрос, что вы можете сказать лучшее в плане того места, где вы живете? Может быть, что вам больше всего нравится, что самое лучшее в этом плане. А в этот раз, что самое худшее вот в том месте, где вы живете. Это может быть город, район, страна, может быть, даже ваша квартира. То есть вот как бы вы хотели это обсудить. All right, so now I'm going to drop the questions here in the chat. You should be able to see them in your smaller groups. То есть вам должно быть видно вот сейчас, вот когда я вас разделю в небольшие группы. Again, remember, I always say this to all the participants. You are not obligated to discuss these particular questions. You can talk about anything you wish, anything you want. Might be a good idea to just introduce yourself. Hey, my name is blah, 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 and I do this and that. Where are you from? You know, I like this and that. So, and then you know, might be a good idea to proceed and discuss these questions or some other topics. It's completely up to you. All right. I'll be joining one of the rooms. We're gonna have 2 rooms, 2 groups. I'll be joining one of them, you know, and next time another one. I guess that's just how I do this. All right. So now 2 groups, create. All right, 4 people in each group. Now you should have a pop-up window on your screen. Make sure you press yes, and you're gonna end up in your group to have a discussion. And I'll bring you back in 10 minutes. 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes, I don't know. All right. Мы сразу же потеряли одного человека, я смотрю. А, нет, все собрались. Ну, Дмитрий, давайте. All right, good. Так, ну что, куда я побегу? Давайте в первую группу. Или не, во вторую. Или в первую. A set of questions. Yes. In a moment, I'm going to give you another set of questions. I hope you had a good conversation in your group, guys, because I was present in room number 2, or, you know, with one of the group. So anyway, my question, something that I always encourage you to do is to do a little bit of a public speech. So if anyone would like to say anything, you know, regarding anything, remember, we are being recorded. You know, so what you're gonna say is gonna end up on YouTube. So, you know, be decent. But anyway, yeah, just a joke. Anyway, so anything you would like to say?
It's not a joke. It's true.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know what I mean. I don't want to go hard on you. You know what I mean? Anyway, so anyone wishes to say anything, maybe regarding your discussion that you had, something maybe interesting, or, you know, whatever you wish. Pretty much anything you wish. Come on, be brave. I know you can do this.
We can't discuss it always question.
What do you mean? What do you mean you can't? Like,
I don't know how to say. Мы познакомились только and start discussing and
About big money.
yeah. Я не знаю, как обсудить, как по-английски.
discussed.
Discussed. We discussed first question.
All right, good. Yeah, good enough for me. I mean, as long as you guys had a conversation, that you didn't just sit in silence. All right, Kirill, thank you. I mean, that's your contribution. Thank you. Anyone else? I'm like looking at everyone. Oh,
May I please?
yeah, sure.
I think that if you have much money, unlimited money, as we said, for the short time, you said for several days, yeah. The main thing here is to preserve the wealth and to save them. So that's why I think that the best idea for using them is to invest in some, I don't know, in something, yeah. And so we can use it afterwards, after the limit is set. So
Zalina, I have just come up with this new crypto coin. Nobody knows about it yet, but would you be willing to invest in it?
yeah, why not? Actually, one of my relatives, they how to say, make money from this. Why not? I think
yeah,
all opportunities are good, really.
I know such people too. I mean, but it's good to see that you put a lot of trust in my abilities to produce coins. Anyway, just a joke. All right, Zalina, thank you. Anyone else, or shall we move to the next set of questions?
Can I?
Sure, Dmitry, go ahead.
About unlimited money,
Yeah.
the new project, I would like to big air tour to the Europe. I would like to see every Europe country,
Mhm.
even every capital of Europe country,
Mhm.
London, Paris, and another countries.
You know, I
Old Europe I would like to see, and I like castles, nice castles in Germany, in
castle.
Czechia.
Castles.
Castles, yes.
London is not a European country.
What? Valentina? Could you-
Yeah, I understand for geography place, yes?
I guess. I mean, I just couldn't hear you properly when you said that is not Europe. What were you referring to?
Okay, I'm about another. It's okay.
It's all right. Yeah, go ahead if you wanted to say anything. Yeah, Dmitry. I mean, when you were saying that you want to visit like every European capital, it really made me want to ask you, hey, Dmitry, can you name all the European capitals, all the European countries and capitals?
Yes, no, I like all the old cities, old towns. Most beautiful Europe city when I was Dubrovnik. This is
That's in Montenegro, I think, yeah?
Yeah, Хорватия,
Croatia, yeah.
Croatia.
Croatia.
Yes. I was in Montenegro and Budva, the little town, but Dubrovnik, a big, very beautiful fortress. And here in Israel, I was in Jerusalem. I was near capital of Ukraine. Yes, Стена Плача.
I can't remember the. I can't. No, it's not what you said. It's the name is different, but I can't remember it again.
Israel is not interesting, not beautiful architect. This is a Turkish style. No, interesting. Europe style, Gotica, Byzantia, they're very beautiful. Like in Paris, London, old Europe.
I've just looked it up on the internet, and this Stena Placha, it's called
Wailing Wall.
the Western.
Wailing Wall.
This is a big wall, high wall. But that's all.
Yeah.
In fact, they're a big zabor.
Yeah, just a big fence. Yeah. All right.
It's
All right,
called
guys.
Wailing Wall.
Yeah. There are options like a Western Wall, the Wailing Wall. I guess. Yeah, people refer to it differently. All right.
Yes, Western Wall. Many soldiers with guns.
All right. So now the next set of questions. Last time we kind of started talking about, discussing some topic related to language learning. So this time I kind of wanted to continue that. So here are the questions. So I hope you can see it. Why are some people better at learning languages than others? То есть почему некоторых людей лучше получается изучение языков? Maybe you disagree with that. Maybe you don't share this opinion. Then tell us why you think so. But I personally think that, yes, it is true that some people are better at learning languages. Next question. Do you have any great language learning tips you would like to share with us from your experience? То есть какие-то советы в плане изучения языка, которые вы можете поделиться с нами. Number 6. Have you ever used an app for language learning? Did it work? And I expect to hear at least one name. That name of this application that so many people, I think, are using and have used, which I personally have never used. All right. То есть приложение, использовали ли вы когда-нибудь какое-то приложение, на телефоне, допустим, может, на компьютере, для изучения языка? И помогло ли оно вам, скажем так? Number 7.
Alexander,
Yes.
do you really think of Weber's?
Do you really what? I'm sorry.
Berbers. Do you mean Berbers? No?
No, not that
Oh.
one. No. Not-
Duolingo.
yes, for
Thanks God.
sure. Of course. I mean, everyone and their dog has a Duolingo on their phone. All right, number 7. How important is it to learn grammatical rules when learning a language? То есть, насколько важно учить правила грамматику, короче, при изучении языка. Yeah, I like this question. Number 8. Yeah. I'm like tapping myself on the shoulder. I like this question. Came up with the questions and I like it. Number 8. Do you think there is an advantage to being bilingual? I'm curious if there are any of you who maybe have children and you kind of, raising them as bilingual. So I'm kind of curious how that is working out for you. То есть, да, есть ли преимущество в том, чтобы быть билингвом?
Билингвом.
Да. All right, so now what I'm gonna do what I did last time. So, and all right, so should I? So guys, just, I don't know, 2 groups or 3 groups? What do you say?
No matter.
No? 2, 3? Last time we had 2
Two.
groups for
Two.
4 people. 2?
Two groups.
Okay, good. No, 2 groups then. All right, recreate, and yes, the same story. Again, I'm not the one who creates the groups. It's all like being done randomly. All right. All right, press yes, and you should be in your group in no time. Yeah, welcome back again, guys. So 11 o'clock in the place where I am, which means that it is time to wrap this conversation up. But before I let you go, I'll probably give you a few more minutes to maybe say something that you wish to say, maybe share your opinion, talk to us about how your conversation went in your respective groups. So, open mic session. То есть как там, открытый микрофон.
What about?
About any question, like a question that you discussed, maybe something that you wanted to say. То есть любое вот, касательно любого из вопросов, которые вы обсуждали, что, может быть, вы хотели сказать, всем вот.
Okay.
It's like a small tradition of mine. I actually, I did not come up with this. I mean, I saw it in some other group. People were doing this, so I thought it would be a good idea to kind of plagiarize this thing and do the same here. Yeah, too much honesty sometimes hurts. Yeah.
It was a good training to hear several other people know school English, speaking English.
All right.
Good practicing.
I'm
glad to return.
It is the hardest part of learning, speaking publicly. Particularly
Which you
for
are
me.
doing right now, so it's not hard.
To me and for me, it is the hardest what you can think about in learning languages. In particular to me, speaking publicly, speaking in general, and speaking publicly, and then finding yourself on YouTube.
Well, about YouTube, I can tell you that I mean, nobody in Russia is going to see you. So if you have any relatives in Russia, they're not going to see it.
Alexander, may I ask you, for
Sure,
example, how to not to consider or keep in mind how to speak properly grammatically and just speak? Because in my mind, I always check, am I right? Am I use right here the grammar rules? And just to speak, maybe. But from the other side, I think as I don't speak properly, it's also very bad because I need to speak with all to retain all the grammar rules or keep the grammar rules in my speech.
Well, first of all, I don't think that I'm like super qualified to answer your question, because even though I teach English for a living, but it's not like, well, I do have an opinion on this, but I can only speak from my experience and from maybe experience of some other people. Now, how do you achieve this? How do you achieve this? I believe that it's a natural process, even though, I know Gala will disagree with me about using the word natural. Yeah, it's a natural process, and the better you become, the less you're gonna think about all these, like, or am I right? Did I say it correctly? And yeah, sure. So the thing that you need to do, you just have to keep improving, do what works for you. And I guess another good piece of advice would be to not worry so much about your grammar mistakes, or any mistakes for that matter that you make. And just, again, like, keep improving your language in general. And again, how do you do this? For me personally, listening to the language has helped the most. Well, you listen when you watch something, or listen to audio, or watch something that has audio, of course, and that kind of helps. So in this way, you get, well, of course, listen to the real English, English, like, real authentic English, spoken by the natives. And in this way, you gradually get used to the proper sounding language. And then, again, supposedly, you should be able to eliminate those mistakes that you still make. Are you going to be perfect? Probably not. I know that I'm never going to be perfect, no matter how much I try. But the better you become, the fewer mistakes you're going to make. So gradually, as you improve, you should kind of drop that thing that makes you worried. I'm reaching for words right now. So anyway, long story short, just do what works for you. Just keep working on your English, and don't worry so much. And I would speak against learning grammar too much. I don't do this. I just keep this book on my shelf to collect dust. Yeah, so just don't worry about this, and keep working, keep improving. That's what I would tell you.
The key word is just work, just learn, just
Yeah.
speak, just.
Yes, why not?
So you advise to practice and listen a lot.
Practice, listen a lot.
Listen a lot, native speakers.
I would say this to anyone. And then, of course, you have to practice. But the ratio, you have to absorb a lot more than you actually, put out, so to speak, So get exposed to real English as much as you can. And
Alexander, not
Yes.
anyone can just absorb. It
what do you
doesn't
mean
work
not
like
anyone
that.
can? No, just watch, listen, read, No?
Uh-huh.
Can you
And
do
then
that?
just speak. No, I can't. Perhaps you
You can.
But I
Gala,
know.
you are a living, walking proof that you actually can.
Working
Aren't you?
proof of what?
Walking.
I
like,
never said that I just listen to. I just try to speak. No. I adore grammar. That's what I
All right.
told you.
I don't. But whatever works for you. Like I said, I don't feel like I'm 100%
Alexander,
qualified.
did you? Absolutely. Did you learn English at least at school?
Yes, I did. But when I finished
You did.
school, well, when I started learning English on my own 15 years ago, I couldn't say anything other than, like, my name is Alexander. That's all.
However, you knew basics.
Presumably.
I think so. But if you're an adult and if you don't know basics and someone keeps saying that just listen to native speakers, just speak, just try to speak, never be afraid of speaking, you know what we have as a result. And I'm really sure that you have learned a lot of such people.
Well,
And I don't think that
Have you ever read Shakespeare in English?
I don't have any purpose.
There is because I'm sorry, but I just can't help but say this. You know, there is a famous quote from Shakespeare. I can't remember what play it was. The lady doth protest too much. There is this expression. Whatever works for you. If it works for you, good. I know people who like learning grammar. I don't. I think it's I'm not saying it's a waste of time. I'm just saying it's overrated. And people shouldn't
And
spend as much time
I
as
don't
they
even know
normally
what
do.
people mean by saying that learn grammar. Grammar is just tools.
Mm.
And how can I just learn grammar? I don't even know what people mean by that.
All right.
Learn grammar.
Okay, just to be, because
have to apply.
Gala, we really need to wrap this up. Just one example.
I see.
If you, let's say you listen to a native speaker, maybe your level is like very low, but you hear a certain expression, a sentence, a phrase said in a certain context for a particular situation, right? So if you memorize that situation, that phrase, maybe a sentence, then what you need to do, you don't have to worry about the grammar or, you know, how it works out. You just need to memorize the situation and the context. And then next time when this situation comes up, you just kind of reach out, pull it out, and use it, say it. Just like that, without thinking about grammar. And you should be able to use it correctly because the same situation, the same context, and you use this phrase by pulling it out of your memory. Proper grammar, because you remember it just like that. You don't think about grammar. Just like you don't think about grammar when you speak Russian. But I know you probably have a lot to say, and if you wish to continue this conversation, then come back
Next time, right?
Yeah, next time, because we have outlasted this school hospitality. So yeah, we need to wrap this up. We need to leave.
We
and
don't
need
have
go.
to abuse this school's
There-
hospitality.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you see, great. Yeah, great. You know how to use your English. Anyway, so guys, thank you for showing up. Sorry for this little maybe yeah, this argument at the end. Not something that I have planned for sure.
You
But
shouldn't
anyway,
be sorry.
well, you know, given that I can't remember me ever doing this like here. All right, guys, thank you for your conversation. Thank you for your questions. Thank you for showing up. And I'll see you next time on Thursday, September 12th, right? So, bye-bye.